I want to talk to you about caving. If you're interested in caving, it's an awesome sport. But if you want to get started, if you want to learn something about caves, if you want to be educated, we have an opportunity in central New York where you can learn about caves. And we have an opportunity right now to talk to a man that can tell us some things about this place, and that is General Manager. It's Bob Holt. Right? And
welcome to HoweCaverns.
HoweCaverns. I love it. What a beautiful day and a beautiful building. Now, what's going on in this building? What do you have at this building?
This is our visitor center. This is where you buy your tickets and go down into the cave, 156 feet via an elevator.
Now, when you go down this elevator, there's a boat ride.
That's part of the tour, yes.
Part of the tour, and you don't have to have special equipment for this adventure to see the cave and to see stalactites and what's the other one?
Stalagmites.
Stalagmites.
Stalactites from the ceiling, stalagmites from the ground.
Thank you, and boy, we can learn so much from this experience. Now, you'll also have a new adventure.
That's for those folks that want to put on the helmets and the coveralls and do a little crawling.
Do a little crawling.
And that's a fun tour.
Great. So the original one that anybody could take their kids to, sneakers, dress warm, it's a little chilly.
Bring a jacket or sweater. It's always 52 in the cave. Okay. You got to remember, we're the coolest place to be in the summer, the warmest place to be in the winter.
I like it. Now, they're opening the original entrance, and you've got the old hotel has become a museum. Can we get a chance to see that?
Absolutely. We're going to get in the car and go down there now, and we're going to see Kevin Berner, and he'll tell us all about it.
So we hopped into the car and headed to the cave house. It's only a couple of miles down the road, but this is where the original entrance to the cave was, along with the hotel.
This is where the visitors to the cave would have stayed for their visits.
And it was the original entrance.
Yes.
So now it's a nonprofit museum, and you're helping out down here. You bring students in?
Bring students from SUNY Cobleskill into the facility, work in the cave, work outside the cave, work in the cave house.
So at the same time these students are helping this process, they're actually getting an education.
Yes, they're doing it for class projects or just on a volunteer basis to help out, get the show on the road here.
Just to learn more. Kevin invited us in to see the original entrance. It's not a lot to see now, but it's a piece of history that once revived, everyone will have the opportunity to enjoy. Now, this area here, what would you call this? This is big.
This was the old lecture hall, the lecture room from Lester Howe's time.
Okay.
He would explain to the tourists how the structure of the cave formed and introduce them to the adventure that they're beginning out on.
All right, so they'd come through here, they'd come through that entrance down in, and this was all emptied at the time, so they could actually walk through this.
They would have walked straight on through.
And at that time, it went straight back all the way to the other end where they have the elevator.
Right, where the tours start now.
Yeah.
Was near the end of the initial tours.
What's this area down here?
This area is being cleared out as a continuous source of water of constant temperature that they can incorporate into a geothermal heating and cooling system for the cave house.
So the cave house, which is the museum we were just in.
The museum building will be heated and cooled from
the water here.
And they'll recirculate the water and it'll be kept at a constant temperature.
Impressive, just impressive. I love it. I love it. You got to be excited to be able to work into this, to bring history alive again, and to make it possible for people to be in here and a part of it eventually. That's great.
Exciting project.
Yes, it is.
Coming up on Safety and Awareness Today.
Lacrosse is the fastest growing sport in the United States today.
Lacrosse is a combination of soccer, hockey, basketball,